Ever heard of an African dragon? Or an African dragon slayer? No? Meet Thakane. Hey guys! So today's story comes from the Sotho people, commonly known as the Basotho. They are the modern day people of Lesotho and South Africa. A few of them are also found in Botswana. The Sotho people passed down the tale of a badass chief named Thakane, who, spoiler alert, slayed a dragon. The story goes like this. Thakane, like every other protagonist, was the daughter of a great chief. Unfortunately, due to one reason or another, the chief fell ill and became prey to the T'Challa effect. You know, death of a parent or a guardian, so that the main character is forced to step up their game. After the chief died, she became the new chiefess. Her crown came with a new responsibility. She now had to raise her two younger spoilt brothers.
With great power comes great responsibility.
So like any other loving sister, Thakane sent her two brothers to a warrior academy where they trained to wield their swords and throw spears, basic warrior things like every guy is taught. When it was finally time for them to graduate, they straight up said no. In all my life on this earth, I have never heard of anybody turning down the chance to graduate. I'm not even finished with my studies, but if I could graduate now, I would.
Wait. Just a minute. Now I'm going to tell you something right now. This is not the way it's going to go down tonight, players.
So her brothers told Thakane that they wouldn't graduate unless she got them the best outfit and accessories for them to wear during the graduation, from the skin of the Nanabolele. As sons of the chief, they had to look fly during the graduation. They wouldn't settle for normal peasant ghetto outfits. They needed to wear the Nanabolele warrior wear. So, let's back up a bit. What is a Nanabolele? Well, in Basotho mythology, a Nanabolele is a water dragon. They're these terrifying creatures who give off a light in the dark and always arrive in a cloud of red smoke. As the daughter of a great chief, she was expected to fill up his shoes, including catering for the needs of her spoilt brothers. She recruited a group of the bravest Basotho warriors, and they left the village, hunting for the Nanabolele. Unfortunately, no one actually knew the exact spot of the Nanabolele. All they knew is that it lived near or in large water bodies. They went to the nearest river and tossed in pieces of ox meat to lure out the Nanabolele. After a few minutes, Thakane decided to sing a diss song, trying to taunt the Nanabolele out of the water. Thakane's diss track may have gone a bit like this. Ayo, Nanabolele, I thought you're scary as hell, but the only thing I'm scared of is you losing your hair, because one look at you and your horrible face is gonna make even your mama run and hide in disgrace, you heard? Word. After all this, a talking frog appeared. The frog told them to keep on going until, and I quote, "You are able to dip water with the husk of a poison plant. There you must cross." Not knowing what that meant, they continued down the river, tossing pieces of meat into the water and singing the diss track as they went along, only to be told the same thing by another wise-looking Ugwe-sounding frog. This happened over and over again. Finally, when they got to the widest and deepest part of the river, they decided to do the same thing, but with one difference. They threw the whole ox into the water. Poor cow. Something different did happen. The river started bubbling. Due to their reactive instincts, they prepared for a fight. But the weirdest thing came out of the water. Not a frog, but an old woman. The old woman told them her story. A long time ago, a group of Nanabolele attacked her village and ate everybody in the village, except the old lady, whose skin was apparently too tough for them to eat, due to the fact that she had been working hard all her life. So they left her alive and forced her to take care of them, because, of course, after murdering all her loved ones in front of her, the next step is slavery. The old lady told them that she was sick and tired of the Nanabolele. So, she decided to help them. And not just because she was tired, but because she also loved Thakane's diss song. Like any sane group of adventurers, they followed the strange old lady where the beast supposedly lived, underwater, where, for some unknown reason, they had no problem breathing. She hid the Basotho party in a deep hole, and soon the herd of Nanabolele came back. Being beasts with a keen sense of smell, they knew that something wasn't right. They could smell the humans in their cave, but were unable to find them, probably because they were tired from all the Nanabolele they had been doing that day. So they decided to give up and sleep. As soon as they were asleep, Thakane snuck up to the biggest one and slaughtered it. The Basotho group, after collecting what they needed, were about to leave, but the old lady stopped them to give Thakane a small pebble. She warned them that the Nanabolele would hunt them down for what they had done, so she would use the pebble to block the entrance they had used, because the pebble, once thrown, would turn into a huge mountain and block the entrance. So just as the old lady had predicted, the surviving Nanabolele, you're telling me a beast with super strength and super sense of smell can't hear one of their main guys being murdered, beheaded, getting chopped into... So the gang of deaf Nanabolele came flying after the Basotho. Thakane, remembering the old woman, threw the magic pebble, and it instantly grew into a mountain. Unable to climb the mountain, the Nanabolele gave up and went home. And so Thakane had a guy make her brothers the clothes and shields they had asked for, using the skin of the Nanabolele. The two brothers went off and showed off their new outfits to everyone. And because they were grateful for what Thakane had done, they decided to give her 100 head of cattle for nearly getting killed during a shopping trip. So, what have we learned today? Shopping trips are a life or death situation. Finding the intruder in your house is a priority, unless you're tired. If you are tired, sleep. Mental health first. And always, always remember, if a mysterious frog talks to you, listen to it, because that's the beginning of your new adventure. Bye!